I do hear that this Nosferatu movie that I heard nothing about. Apparently, it's been doing well. It's been doing really well, and it's been getting some good reviews. Um, Joker, you're gonna have to catch me up on this because I didn't hear jack about this movie. I didn't even know it existed.
Really? I think it's just because I'm into the horror genre. Plus, the director, I like his stuff. I haven't watched all his stuff, but I've seen what he's only done 4 movies now, but I've seen 2 of them. I don't know, Bethlehem. Have you watched Nosferatu?
I heard about the movie. I heard it was really good. Heard it was 10 out of 10. Also, a Universal movie. Fun fact. I watched like the opening scene at work, and that was about it. I have not seen the.
Yeah, you did. You did like the scene that you watched.
The scene that I watched was really good, and Lily Rose Depp, her acting was also really good. A lot of great facials, a lot of good actors. So I heard it was 10 out of 10.
Great facials. What kind of movie is this?
Close-ups.
Oh, close-ups. That's a different thing.
When you watch the movie, you'll right.
Well, because he does that in his films. That's one of his things. It's like the close-ups on the character has their moment or whatever. So Jay, you were asking who the director is. He did The Witch, remember, from a few years ago, and The Lighthouse.
Okay, I did like The Witch. I do like The Witch. The Lighthouse, is that the one with Robert Pattinson?
Yes, sir. Yep.
I didn't watch that, but I watched reactions to it. It looked like a weird movie. That was very A24.
What's wrong with A24?
A24 gets funky sometimes.
Keep it funky, dog.
That's the point. They're the only original content.
We want the funk.
It's a very specific type of horror, like how Blumhouse they have their niche in horror, and then A24 has their niche in horror, and it's not going to be for everyone. A24, The Lighthouse, I'm probably never going to watch that. Midsommar, probably never going to watch that. Did you watch either of those?
That was cool.
That looked weird.
I'd watch it again, but
yeah,
was an experience.
Okay, we can save that Blumhouse A24 conversation for another day because I don't see it. But anyway, he did The Lighthouse, which I loved. I haven't seen The Northman, which was with the other Skarsgård brother, but I've heard good things about it, and I really want to watch this one too because his accolades and then the actors in it, and then just hearing word of mouth, it sounds like it's like a good freaking movie, even for a horror movie.
Okay, and it's in theaters already, right?
Yes, sir. Yep.
Came out on Christmas.
Yeah.
Okay. Weird time to release a horror movie, but okay.
'Tis the season.
For some reason there's been this trend of releasing like horror movies for each holiday. Like I know Valentine's Day they've got like Hard Eyes coming out and like action movies coming out based around Valentine's Day. So it does seem to be a trend. Now horror movies are for every season apparently. So The Witch, I did really like The Witch, but it's definitely not a movie I would watch again, I don't think.
Why?
It's very surreal. Like that's what I don't vibe with in A24 is it gets really surreal sometimes. Joker, I mean, it sounds like you're an A24 fanboy.
Yeah, that's something that we've spoken about before. Is you're more like logical thinking, you know, XYZ. I like the surreal, crazy, out there stuff. So I haven't watched it all, but I love all of it. The only thing that I could sell you on A24 is that they're working on Death Stranding with Hideo Kojima.
Okay, I mean, obviously I'm going to be there for that. I have to be. I got to be there for my boy Kojima. Bethlehem, what are your thoughts on A24?
A24 is an experience.
It's an
Let her cook. Let her cook. She had the grilled cheese. Now let her cook on A24.
And it's very creative, which I think at a time where movies get very repetitive is a very good thing.
See, that's one of my talking points here is that like their box office for they made it for like I think it was 50 million, which is a relatively like good budget for a horror movie. So right now it has a cumulative global box office of 135 million, which is Eggers' biggest movie. Robert Eggers, the director, and the highest grossing non-sequel and non-prequel horror movie of 2024. Because in 2024 they had like Ghostbusters and I don't know, some other weird prequel movies.
I mean, does Ghostbusters count as a horror movie?
They were counting it as horror comedy, so that's why they're like It's not a sequel. It's not a prequel. Kind of original.
Okay, I will give A24 that. It is unique in a day and age where everything is just rehashed and unoriginal. Like, studios are afraid to play it safe. So, yes, it is original stuff, but like, it goes so far left field that I just can't vibe with it anymore. It's just like, it's too out there sometimes. I don't know. There are some A24 movies I do like what was the one with Toni Collette? Girl Pops Off. The
Hereditary.
I did like Hereditary. Genuinely.
Wait, how
You
did
haven't
you
seen
describe
Hereditary?
it? No, but he said something before. He said "girl pops off."
Oh, the girl's head pops off.
You away,
Is that not is that not an avid description of what happened?
It is. It is. I'll give you that.
Spoilers, by the way.
Hereditary was good. Also, experience. I probably wouldn't watch it again because it's a lot. Very heavy.
It is a lot.
Okay, so then maybe something's wrong with me. These are my comfort movies.
These are your comfort.
I'm like The Witch. I'll watch that anytime. It's so comforting. It's so soothing.
Which part?
And then Hereditary, I love. Anytime I watch it, I'll catch something new.
I mean, comfort movie, I feel like that's taking it a bit far. I definitely don't consider these comfort movies. I think I'm more closely aligned with Bethlehem's take, where it is an experience. I think Parasite was Parasite A24.
I think they helped distribute it.
Oh, that you showed it to me. I was like, that's why I watched. Fell asleep. So long.
Yeah. Actually, I think Joker fell asleep when we watched it too.
Sucker's long.
I have seen it since then, maybe.
Yeah, I think you did go back and finish it. But yeah, I think the first time we watched it, you fell asleep. It is a long movie.
But yes, it is an A24 movie.
Okay, so I love Parasite, and I liked Hereditary. But yeah, watching it a second time, not really on my to-do list.
I would only watch it again for the speech, the "I am your mother" speech. Hits every time.
Yeah, but when things like really start to get crazy and like there's the head, like the body hanging and doing the whole thingy, it's like, yeah, that's a lot for me.
Isn't Get Out A24? Because Nosferatu isn't A24. Nosferatu is Focus Features and Universal.
Is Get Out A24?
Get Out is actually Blumhouse and Monkey Paw Production.
That's actually a surprise. Blumhouse, you always kind of think like B-rated, barely a budget, so they get away with like some low budget things. It's like, they didn't put a lot of money in it. It's fine. It was whatever. For what they had, I get it.
It's like if you want to watch a scary movie, but you don't want to be scared.
Digestible horror.
Exactly. If you want a scary movie that you can laugh at. But yeah, I mean, Nosferatu, I'll probably end up watching it one time when it's like streaming or something. But I doubt it's going to become a comfort movie for me.
When he was being interviewed by The Hollywood Reporter, he thanked SpongeBob for introducing Nosferatu to a new generation.
Did SpongeBob introduce Nosferatu to a generation? I'm sure it was a joke, but I don't think... Why, did you know who Nosferatu was?
I knew him from SpongeBob, yeah.
Really? Wasn't it just like a one-off joke in SpongeBob?
Yes, but it was impactful.
Okay.
It popped out of nowhere. I was like, what is this?
I stand corrected. SpongeBob's impact on this generation is very surprising to me. It does seem to be longer lasting than I ever thought it would be. Any last thoughts on Nosferatu before we move on to what I consider to be the big story here?
I doubt it's as big a story as you think it is, but I don't know. I haven't seen it yet, so I can't really say. But I hear it's good.
So it's hard to say without having seen it, but I suspect it'll be good. I do think it'll be good, but I don't think it's gonna wow me.